Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms, everybody. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21, please leave the channel now for educational purposes only. I appreciate it. This is day 4 of turning on the pump and letting the water flow. If you watched our live yesterday, we put some seeds in, and I want to show you that we can actually see the pump now. Look at that. We can see the pump a lot better than what we could yesterday. We have lost, we lost a little bit of water. You can see the line there. That's to be expected. We're dripping a lot, we're splashing. We got 2 splash zones. The evaporation, all that, we're gonna have to add water. That's no doubt about it. But our dehu back there, we'll be able to dump a lot of that back in. Right now I don't have a line. I'm just letting it fill up, pull the bucket out and just pour it in here right now. But we're going to get that figured out here sooner or later. Not a big deal right now. We can just easily, like I said, wait for the bucket to fill up and then dump the bucket of water in the pond and be good to go. Oh, let's take out our Monstera. Remember this yesterday. Look how big it's gotten. Don't take long for the Monstera to grow a new leaf, I'll tell you that. I think it's 3 feet in length there. Insane. What's up, guys? Where's everybody at? Look how crystal clear that water is. Doesn't even look like there's 100 gallons in there. I mean, it's like you can see clear to the bottom. Well, I mean, of course you can see clear to the bottom, but it's like just crystal clear. We actually did some work yesterday. So as you can see, we were wicking too much water, so we had to do a little digging. So what we did was we disconnected the basically the line, the water that was wicking. So all that sand and silt that we had to replace, or not replace, but add on to, we had just added too much, and it was wicking way too much water. We had a lot of water down there in our hole, more than what we usually have, and that means that when we added all that sand and silt to the edge, we added too much, and it was just wicking way too much. So we removed the dog fennel yesterday. All this now is not wicking, so you can see it's starting to dry. We only left that one spot there. You can see I disconnected everything else. So you can see I disconnected here, all the way around. All that's disconnected. There is no, it's all rock, so all that's just sitting on top of the rock wall. But we just disconnected all that, all the way around except for right here in this corner right here. So we're just wicking water right in this corner here. Everything else has been disconnected, and that's because it's just too wet. We were just wicking. As that piles up and we put new fresh silt in, it wicks more and more and more. So the thicker the silt, you can see we removed it all through here. That all turns to worm castings, eventually turning to mud, which cannot breathe, cutting off the air, and everything starts to suffer. See these guys under there, just hanging tight. It's one of their favorite spots. Grass is, I don't know, it hasn't been looking its best. I've been pulling out a lot of the dead stuff, but I also disconnected over here So over here as well, I disconnected all of this. Grass, that's down here. We got a little ice. We got the isopod home. This is where they breed, up underneath that grass there. I found that yesterday. So we just kind of disconnected a little bit right through here. You can see that it's just soaking wet, but the worms were plentiful. Soil looks really good too. I mean, it's aggregated, got plenty of life in it, but couldn't breathe. We had to do a little aerating, disconnecting some of the, see over here we disconnected, but we still are wicking water right through there. So right through here is where we're wicking. We don't need anything else through there. Maybe a little right there, we're wicking right there. Disconnected over here a little bit. You can see like the aggregate in the soil is really good. It's just a little too wet. And we were getting water in our trap hole, so we had to reduce the water flow. Which, if you've been following along, that is basically our valve. If we want to turn the water up, we add more silt. If we want to turn the water down, we remove the silt. So we just have to disconnect the terrestrial from the creek. So we disconnect that, water stops flowing in, reduces water flow, and voila, problem solved. This is the raspberry deadhead. Looking pretty good and smelling even better. I mean, we're just letting it dangle. We don't give a shit this time. We are dangling in here, letting the girls hang, so to speak. And by doing so, we're getting better light to these lowers. See that? No scrog net needed. Just let them dangle. I did tie that one up over there, and Big Mama one right here, the big one. Had to tie that one up just because. But they are plump and up. And nice tight node buds, very tight. So I'm actually not, I'm shocked. Coming back, you know, it's been about 19 days from the crash. I didn't know if we would lose everything or they would bounce back. I mean, they don't look extremely bad. The flowers look really good. They just, you know, they're droopy, they're curled. Too much water. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure that the creek has recovered. I know the pond has, and the creek seemed to be recovered. Got algae growing back really good. You see the algae. This is what cleans the water. Looks like a snail right there. Yeah, that's a snail. But the algae is what we lost. We cooked off all the algae with that red light that we were playing with. And now found out that's a big no-no. Big no-no. That set off a chain reaction which just killed off a lot of our bacteria that was creating the oxygen, our cyanobacteria. And they eat light, and we were feeding them the wrong light. We were kind of feeding them toxic light instead of the good light. And they didn't like it. Yeah, this guy. There's a freaking wasp if I've ever seen one. A yellow-legged, cool as hell looking. That ain't no black soldier fly though. He's got warning markings. It's a warning. Touch me and I attack you. I'm just letting them dangle over here. I'm just going to remove a couple of these big leaves just to help the light flow a little bit. You see we hung our big old banner up over there. APSU Living Soil. APSUsoil.com. That's our sponsor for the food garden here. Well, for everything really. We'll just say that. APSU Living Soil. This is the soil that we're using for this garden here. We brought over this is some of the grass we pulled out from the edges over there. And this is just inoculating this bed. We're bringing this over. See, we put a little here, and we put a little there, and put a little over there, and there, a little over there, a little up there. We can put a little right here. I was thinking about putting it right here at the beginning. I know this is going to put a lot of soil in it, but what we're going to do, right over here at the edge here, I'm going to dig a little hole here. It's plenty deep. Now I'm just going to take this, stick it right down in there, soil and all, and cover it up. Boom. Perfect. Not in the middle, stopping flow, but now this grass here, can just put it right here. The more roots, the better we're going to be. Look at that black goodness. Black goodness. That gold there. Stick that right there. There's worms in that. We've already seen worms. They'll take over all this sand and silt here just like they did over there. And along the way we'll just build as things need to be moved and moved around and taken out and put back in. We'll just do that as we go along. Doesn't look like this made it. Kind of figured it wouldn't, but it's great organic matter. Put it right on up in there. Found a piece of wood yesterday over at the property. I thought it was cool. Looked like kind of like a Viking helmet almost. But for now, until we find a better spot, we'll go right there. You can tell the water's clearing up. Not a whole lot. Oh, you see where we put, I gotta put some pond shield on that. I forgot about that. Gotta put some pond shield on this here. Or not, it's just a backsplash, really. You really can't even tell it's not pond shielded, to be honest with you. No, you can a little bit if you're paying attention. So, that's where we're at. We'll go live today around 10 o'clock again. I got time, so we'll just go ahead and keep that going. Just going to mess around in here today. There's not really a whole lot that we need to do, but clean up a little bit. Well, that thing is always come back. That thing looks crazy. I love watching them unravel. There's Pooter. Cooter. What's up, Coot? I'm shocked at how clean that pond water is. It blows my mind with that lactic acid bacteria. Even the rocks down there look like they're clean, getting cleaner and cleaner. That purple non-sulfur bacteria in that lab. We also got the Microbes Plus from Brandon Russ. We added a little bit of that too. So we got all kinds. We're just diversifying the microbes, beneficial microbes. Let's go here. I don't like you. You look pretty, but so we got to hook up the DHU. We've got to fix I got some plastic. I'm gonna cover that up with. I got to clean all this crap out of here. I'd like to get the wires rehung, all nice and neat. But yeah, there's so many things to do. Whether or not we want to do them or not is a question. But with that being said, I hope everybody enjoys their Saturday, and we'll see you later on. Peace.